Hey folks, just wanted to say quickly there are some slight issues with the coming video. The webcam and the voice has a little bit of static to it every now and again. The webcam isn't actually there, I messed up a little bit. I know exactly what caused all the problems, I just want to apologise before the video. It's a good length video, about 35 minutes, we're going to build some really cool stuff. We get the basics of the lab done, and we build something awesome in the middle, which you guys are going to see. So enjoy, and I shall shut up. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Besserslot and we are back playing Minecraft Creative Dinosaurs. As you can see, I have been a busy little bee since the last episode setting up for this one. We've added a lot of lighting and stuff. Let's just go inside. As you can see, we've extended the path a little bit. I found these lanterns somewhere in some mod. I don't know, there's like a billion mods at this point. Found these little lanterns which I think are going to be our main lighting throughout the park because they're kind of rustic and kind of quartzy, but without the kind of primeval kind of theme to the regular torches. So let's head inside. As you can see, the floor is now somewhat wooden. These lanterns are up. I've added a central thingamajiggy. Don't really know what else to call it. It's a thingamajiggy right now. And if we nip upstairs, this has all been fenced off. We've put some lights around the outside, and also this little bit here extends outwards so people can look out into my beautiful world and such. So what we're going to do today is focus on this central column and then start to work over there on the lab. Those lights are really a temporary thing just because that is going to get blocked off eventually into a lab, and the right hand side is going to get blocked off into a gift shop. It's going to get blocked off into something. Anyways, that's the point. Oh, maybe we could build the theatre from the first film. Anyways, so I've been working on this here, right? And the idea was to build a fossil, just like in Jurassic Park. And no matter how many times I tried it, I couldn't make it look good. Like using the biofossils from the Jurassicraft or Fossils and Archeology mod, I can't really remember which. Using the biofossils, adding the bone, that's why I've got loads of bones out, making the fossils really big. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't work. I don't really have an explanation as to why, but for me, it didn't look good, ever. So, I had a bit of an alternate plan, which is what we're going to try out right now. So that's see-through? No, that's rubbish. Bright as balls? Bloody Nora. So I had a bit of an alternate plan, which we're going to try, which is what we're going to do is we're going to build like a giant replica chunk of amber with a fly inside. So that's why I've got quite a few different types of glass, orange glass on me, so we can give this a go. Let's shut the doors. Meow. And let's give this a go. I think it's quite a cool idea, because we don't want to directly recreate Jurassic Park, do we? That one. This one's a good one. Now, it looks a little, maybe, dull right now as well, but what we can do is put some of the light glass underneath it and light it up from within. It's going to look cool. This was dirt just because, obviously, we're going to put a skeleton on there, but we'll replace this with something a little bit nicer as well. Let's just get the basic shape in there. Is this going to look cool? It's hard to tell. Maybe I don't want bubble glass. I think we want normal glass, don't we? I think that's going to look a little less bubbly, basically. I just want it to look like a rough-hewn chunk of amber with a mosquito still residing in the middle. I think that's a pretty cool idea. And I only came up with it about 2 seconds ago, frankly. Because, I promise you, the biofossil, while it's a great idea, it just doesn't work. I don't think the biofossils look fantastic. Anyway, design-wise, the colours are a bit weird, and they're very fiddly. I put in the Brachiosaurus as like an experiment. And it went massive, you know, it was way up there. And then I got rid of it, and it broke the game. So I have had to log out, uninstall Jurassicraft and Fossils Archeology, log back in, log back out, reinstall Fossils and Archeology. It's been a hard day, folks. It's been a hard day. But let's find something nice and black. Do I want this solid black? I don't know. Maybe just use black glass panel. Let's get that in there. Let's get something darker as well. That stuff. And let's try a few different ones out, see what looks good. I think that one, though, is going to make it kind of stick out a little bit more. I don't really know how to build a mosquito. Does that look like a mosquito? You can see why this is difficult, right? I think that's going to look okay. I know it looks a bit dumb right now, but just bear with me. Once it's covered in glass, let's see what it looks like. think it's gonna look alright. I do. Okay. I just want it to... I don't want it to be like this perfect shape, you know? I'm gonna put little indents in there and work it in. Let's put a square there as well. Build this up a little bit. It has to be fairly built up, at least around the black. Otherwise it's gonna be too strong colour-wise. Okay, okay. Now what we need to do is curve it at the top. To start to build it inwards from here. Which I think has kind of happened. I like it, I think it's cool. It's an original idea. I'm not sure the orange is quite strong enough. If I had one complaint, I think we're going to swap the floor out with the sandy block. I want to get this sandy block more in. We've got 5 main materials for this building. It's this glass, it's the sandy block, it's the red stained clay, it's the wood, and it's the quartz. And I think all 5 work really well together to create quite a nice dynamic. But what I'm going to do is replace the outside with this stuff, and the underneath with the glass. And that's going to look hunky-dory. So if I just make this as like an outside rim, you guys will see what my planaroni is in a momento. Un momento. Bellissimo. Mademoiselle. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. And what we need to do now is drop underneath here. So let's do that. And we're going to work our way around. And get rid of all of the... Oh, crikey. That's going to get replaced with this stuff. Replace every sandy block, basically. Because every sandy block is directly underneath the amber. Unless I am misremembering. It's going to look good. It's going to look good. It may look terrible. I think the light's really going to help. You know, I think at night time in particular, it's gonna sparkle. You know, it's gonna sparkle. Who doesn't love a bit of sparkle? Oopsie daisy. Yep. Okay, good stuff. Right, we just need to replace the floor with this, because I suppose you're not really gonna be able to see this, but spared no expense. And now we need the glass, which obviously I don't have with me, so we're going to quartz. Where are you, beautiful? There you are. Hello, gorgeous. Not 100% sure how I'm going to get out of here. Didn't really think it through too much. Whatever. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Let's just break my way over this way. Right. Put that back in. Add the glass. Jump out. Jump out. Sandy block. Sandy block. Quartz. There we go. I think it's pretty cool. I'm actually kind of proud of that. I think that's really awesome. I love the gradient, like the colour, how it goes up and stuff. I'm going to just mess around with the top a little bit. Maybe I just get rid of that block there. Yeah, that helped a lot. It looks like a big chunk of amber, I think, with like a little mosquito fly thing inside it. That's awesome. Can you tell how chuffed I am? I'm really proud of myself. I know that's sad, but I don't care. Okay. I don't think we need this outer rim though, so I think what we're going to do is grab the quartz. Actually, we can use a block, can't we? No, I don't want slabs, I want blocks. And just build this up around the outside. Around the outside. Around the outside. No, what I think we're going to... Okay. I'm going to keep the block where it usually would be. And then it can have a little bit of that stuff coming through, I think. Yeah, I don't love that. I like being able to see it from the front, you know? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You got to try these things out, you know? You can't just go in with a plan, because you never know if your plan's going to work. You got to make stuff up as you go along and hope for the best. Science. Can't argue with science. Ah! Well, you can argue with science. I think like that. No, like that. And then put one there. Okay, maybe that could work. No, I like having this front bit open. I don't really know why. I think it works. I think that's awesome. This big shiny piece of amber sitting in the middle. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I might extend just a little bit on this side. I think it's a little bit dented. Okay, cool. Right, so now what we need to do is build a staircase that kind of goes like that. How cool is this? I'm just saying, by the way. I'm kind of proud of myself, but I think this whole place is coming together really, really well. I know we spent a lot of time on this, and we're going to continue to spend a lot of time on this, but last time we did this series... Did I already say this? I've recorded this video twice, because I tried it with the biofossil, it wasn't working, so I'm restarting the video. So I don't know if I've already said this in the last 10 minutes, I apologise, but I can't remember, to be honest. I'm going to use quartz for this. The problem we had last time we did this series was basically that... I don't even know what I'm trying to say. So I'm just trying to plan out the staircase as well. Okay, we can make this work. I suppose it was me, had a habit of starting a project, then we'd move on to a different project, and stuff would never really get finished. You know, we'd always move on before anything could get completed, like the farmhouse or just like the lab where the raptors were. All this stuff that we got started on, and then we'd move on to something else because it was a big time commitment in that game mode to finish stuff off, basically. And that just meant we didn't really finish completely a lot of projects. So whilst we are spending quite a lot of time on this, I concede, it's for a good reason, you know? I'm not sure I want this to spiral anymore. I think if it just goes up and to the right... I don't love that. I don't love that at all. Maybe to get upstairs we can do something more subtle. Maybe we can put an elevator in. I really want it to curve around there and up to there. But I don't really want to block the amber now because I'm really happy with it. I think we're going to put an elevator in. Somewhere. Okay, so let's start working on this lab. Right, I don't really have any ideas for this. Let's get rid of these glass blocks because these are definitely in the way. Start letting everything spawn. I think the idea for this is basically to have a two-tiered... Look at that. To have like a two-tiered building across there. Bottom floor being glass, and that's where the main lab's going to be. You know, like in Jurassic Park where they walk by and you can see everyone working and stuff like that. And the top floor could be more like a closed segment with all the more seedy genetic experiments going on. And I think we're going to just build it in quartz. Let's just have a little play and see what we can see. No jokes. Doesn't need to be massive. I think if I cut it from about here... Let's make this. Let's just put in the basics, right? And I want to give it a little bit of a curve just because a lot of the building already has that kind of facet to it. So let's make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on both sides. Where are we? Meow. Meow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I count? I can count. And then pull that in. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. I think that's enough room, and then we can pull that. Oh, actually, I should make that the entrance point, shouldn't I? Actually, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Cool. Where's my shiny glass? I need my shiny glass. All I ever want is to use the shiny glass. I just want it to look cool. I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for much. I just want an amazing looking building that takes very little effort to do. Is that asking for too much? I don't think it is. Hello, Mr. Creeper. If you could kindly bugger off, that would be lovely. I think we do one more. I have slightly worried that I've grown a little bit too obsessed with this glass lighty stuff, but it's so pretty. And it just lights things up without having to commit to actual lights anyway, you know? I think I might be able to do one more and then put the quartz up, just because the bottom floor, the lab floor, can be bigger than the top floor. Plus, the more glass you have, the less kind of overbearing the light is, because it lights up the nearest surface. So if the surface is very close to each other, obviously that's going to look a little bit brighter. The idea basically is that the lab itself, the bottom lab, isn't really the sciencey lab. It's more the tourist lab, you know, the showcase. Come and look at our scientists. Dr. Wu, please explain the children, explain to the children, like, complicated genetic. Shut up! I think that was quite cool. Bearing in mind it's going to be full of stuff, you won't be able to see that back wall, it won't be in quartz, stuff like that. And I think I want the top floor to be a different colour. I'd like to separate it. Although I don't like that it's going to cut through the window. Maybe it doesn't have to. Maybe... Ah, right, okay, got a plan. Let's get rid of that. This is going to cut back. I think that's good anyway. You know what I'm like? I really like having different sort of levels and heights to stuff. I also love lag. It's like my bae. Okay. And then that can go up, and the main lab bit can be kind of backed away from the main room. I'm also thinking we're going to build like an access tunnel or something underneath the ground, because I need a way to get into Dean's exhibit to like feed him or top up the feeder, which we'll have to add at some point. I'm going to need a way to get up to the lab office bit, and also the sort of control area, whatever's here on the right hand side. This is going to look cool. We can put some stuff here as well, kind of make it look a little bit fancier. I really wish this was in the middle. And it's not for obvious reasons, but it is bugging me slightly. It's fine, it's fine. Right, so what we need is a material, not this stuff, well this is awesome. It's just pure black. We're going to use this for the TV screen. We need something kind of, I don't want to say industrial, because you'd still build it to look nice within the building, but it does need to be a little bit more businessy as opposed to fancy quartz stuff. So let's just search for block and see what we can see. Skystone block looks pretty good. I'm looking for something fairly dark because I want it to counteract the quartz that we've already got down. Right, let's just have a little peekaloo, see what we can see. What is that? Nah, smouldering glass, but oh, we can do something cool with that. Build like a little volcano, have smouldering grass everywhere, put some little contained fires in. That could be cool. Right. I'm just going to... Concrete. Concrete's a good idea. Concrete's a solid idea for this kind of thing. So let's just grab a few cool-looking blocks and go from there. Don't want anything too metallic. Tyrian. Futuristic armor plating block with many seams. I'm not convinced that's what I'm looking for, really. What's that? What's all this Tyrian futuristic armor stuff? What's that come from? Oh, I'm not even going to ask. There's so many mods I don't understand half. Like, what's it? Why do I have steam turbine housing? Why do I have it? What am I ever going to do with it? I'm sure I'll find something sometime. Blood block. I kind of want to put that down. No, not that. I don't know what the hell that is. Kind of want to put this down and see what it looks like. That could be fun. That could be I need to extend this out by 1. I do. That was easy. Did that pull out the ball as well? 1, 2. Right, I need to check that because it's freaking me out a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to the left to the right of that. I think it's pulled out the wall by 1. Oh no, it hasn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. It just feels like it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It definitely has. Okay, so we need to. It does this a lot, and it's my fault, obviously. But does that mean it's pulled out that one as well? No, because that was already there. Okay, cool. Right, let's try some of these out. So, sky stone block. What do you look like? No, probably not. Let's just do some blocks of 3. They're both concrete. Fantastic. Good choice. Best of luck. I think it's just going to be concrete. I don't know. I kind of want it to be flat, though. I don't want it to have this tiled appearance like they all currently do. Got some really cool stuff. Look at this. Like typewriters and jungle furniture pallet and lockers and some really cool stuff in all these mods. What time are we on? Oh my god. I get so little done. We'll get there eventually. It's probably going to be a few more episodes until this whole building's finished. But we are going to finish this building. Because I think it's just important. I really do. I think it's important to get things done before we move on, you know. I really do. Marble. That might look okay. I can see it doesn't have an edge. That's what I'm looking for. I want blocks without edges, basically. Limestone might be okay. That concrete might look better. Let's give that one a go. I like the colour of the concrete. I just don't like that it's got a tiled edge. I think I'm just going to go with the concrete. See what happens. If it looks rubbish, it looks rubbish. We can fix that. One day I'll learn how to click on the correct area. That'll be a beautiful day. We jump up here. Do that. This isn't meant to look super nice and fancy. You know, that's not the aim with this. It's kind of meant to look the opposite. Somewhat trapped myself in here. Let's just break out. Lovely jubbly. I think that's good, because it's subtle, right? There's going to be a couple of windows in there, but it's not going to be something you really... I don't want people to look up there. I want people to be looking down into this lab section. What we're going to do as well, I'm going to think this through now, because it'll be a problem later on otherwise. If I pull this out under... because we've got a little room to play with here. If I pull this out, what we can do is use that to house machines and stuff like that on the other side of the wall. That we normally wouldn't... that would normally have to stick out, basically. Or cost us more room. Plus it'll just add a little bit of dynamic shape and size. You know what I mean? I'm not 100% convinced on the concrete. But I think it looks okay. I think the whole thing, like that, look at that. I made that. I'm really proud of what that looks like right there. What I need is a bit of the grass to go past. Kind of chuffed. I might replace the concrete. Maybe it was the sandstone. I don't know. Give me some suggestions, folks. Anyways, let's break in here. And what we need now is to make this look like a lab. So we need something nice and bright and shiny and white. And I know this stuff is super white. Probably a little bit too white. Let's just have a little look. See what we can pick out. Is it too white? I think it is. I mean, it's like insane stuff. It even doesn't look white because it's shining. Same with that. I mean, everything's going to look a little bit yellow because of how the lighting in this game works. I think this is good stuff. I think this right here is what we need to use. It looks labby, doesn't it? And it being tiled, I think, is actually a good thing for a lab. Okay, I'm not doing this. This is silly. Where's my hammer? I've lost my axe. Road lines? Road lines? Where's my... Oh no. I've forgotten how to get the wooden axe of happiness. Where's my phone? I need my phone. I've got the wiki. I need the wiki. I can't remember how you add the axe. Let's get rid of this road. It must be in my inventory. It's there. It's there. I found it. Go away, phone. No one needs you. I hate my phone so much. Yeah! There we go. Right. Meow! That creeper is going to fall. And that needs to go to there. Goodbye, creepers. Boop! Love it. Love everything about it. Okay, let's just place this bit. If we get like a line across here, then we can just pull that across the entire room. Hi guys. Creepy sons of bitches. I know people keep telling me ways to get rid of all the mobs and stuff. I don't want to get rid of all of them. I want them to be a problem. I know that sounds dumb, but it's part of the game as far as I'm concerned, you know. Please tell me I didn't fuck up the wall. Oh god. Sorry. Just kind of a reaction there. It makes me nervous, this magical wand thing. It's super, super helpful, but the amount of times it's messed things up is excessive, you know? And it's not the wand's fault. It's absolutely my fault every single time, but I need to blame something. I'm not going to blame myself, God. It's for crazy people. Careful. These are bad life lessons. Children, ignore me, I'm wrong. Don't always blame yourself. Blame yourself an appropriate number of times. There you go. Life lessons. You're welcome, parents of the world. I am the moral compass your children need. Oh my god, right. It doesn't feel the same on both sides. It's definitely not. Oh, it wouldn't be, would it? Stupid. There we go. Got my lab on. And let's pull this quartz out. Right, we need to get rid of these. This is definitely going to pull the wall out. I'm pretty confident. It's not even going to work. Of course, why would it work? I don't think I'm going to let people go in the lab. That was the plan initially, but I think I don't like humans. So they probably don't deserve to go in the lab, really. Think about it. No, I don't think that was going to work. Oh well. We can do this the old-fashioned way for now. It's just because it's joining in with the wall. And that makes perfect sense as to why it's not working, but I don't really see a time where that would be helpful, you know, how it currently functions. If I get rid of that, can I pull that out? That sped things up quite a bit. So this up here is going to be like a, I don't want to say a maintenance kind of thing, but sort of a maintenance kind of thing. Just like, this is where the real lab work gets done, but it's more computer based, and it's not something the public should see because it's nothing particularly exciting, you know. Exciting to me because it's part of Jurassic Park, basically, you know. Need some light. There we go. I'll do it. That stuff's brighter than the sun. It's quite cool. I like it. Okie dokie. And then we just pull this out. I think it is going to have to be something other than concrete. I don't think the concrete looks very good. It's a temporary measure. I will find something before the next episode. And next episode is when we will finish off the lab. We're going to get there, folks. I think we can finish this whole thing off in 2 more episodes. 1 episode on the lab, 1 episode on the other side of the building, and we'll be done and we can move on. I know this is taking a while. And things will speed up as we move on to the exhibits, because the exhibits are naturally going to take less time because they won't be so ginormous. usually. Let's just get some of this stuff down. Get some light in here. Gotta make it sexy. Okay. We've got a little bit of time. Let's find number 2. I love that amber. I'm so proud of myself. I mean, it's a really dumb thing to be proud of, but I think it's a cool idea. I think that looks quite labby. Oh, it will, especially at the end. It's a shame that it's going to be yellow. But the lighting in this game is pretty much perpetually yellow. There's very little you can do about it. I do want to do something else with the roof as well. I think just having a boundary on it of some form will really make a big difference. But I'm kind of really proud of this whole thing. Cool. Actually, let's get a good shot of this for the thumbnail. That way. Thumbnail done. Right, cool. Don't know why I have a Google search for pickle. What? I need to do something with that. It's gonna bug me. It might actually look better in quartz. It actually might. Like, I didn't really want to put it in quartz because I was a little worried it would blend in too much, but it might, because it's set back and because we've already got quite a lot of different lighting in the building, it might look okay. I think we're going to give it the good old college try. Maybe with one... Ooh! Ah! Oh, look at that circle. Oh, oh. It's so straight and circular. It's everything I ever wanted in a circle. Meow! That it's circular. That is one of the main things I look for in circles, it must be said. Love it. What is that noise? It's like a demonic horse. Which is fine, but it's been a while since I rode horses. I'm a little spooked. They've come back for me. They feel abandoned. What's my horse? Oh my god. Grave mistakes have been made. Grave mistakes have been made. That's fine. That's easy to fix. It's easy to fix. It's easy to fix. Let's just leave that there for now. Click there. The combination of these two tools is fantastic. If you can spell, it's fantastic. Okay. I just want to see what this looks like. I don't care about that bit of concrete there. We can get rid of that later. I think it's fine. I think it looks a lot better than the concrete did. I think it creates quite a nice... It kind of looks... Oh, that is gorgeous. I'm sorry, it just is. That light, that glass is absolutely phenomenal. It's done so much for this building. I think the wood helps make it all a little bit warmer. Because it doesn't look cold. I think the quartz could quite easily look quite cold as a material. It's very white and pure and spooky. But I just think it works. I think I've got a career in interior design on the way. We're going to end it there, folks. Next episode, we're going to focus in on getting both sides of that lab done. I don't think we're going to have a public entranceway. We might not even have a private one. I have installed custom NPCs, so at some point, probably when this building's finished, what we'll be able to do is add like a greeter or like a little tall person who maybe talks about the amber. We'll be able to have a couple scientists roaming about inside the lab. And I still need ideas for what to build over here. Oh no, we're building a theatre. So like stacked chairs in front of a big screen, and it'll be like in the film. And if I can learn how to do redstone, I can get it so we can do slides. Is that a thing? I think that's a thing. Not something I'll be capable of doing, but yeah, have a little look, have a little research. Yeah, I know we didn't get tons done today. I apologise. I think you guys should be used to it by now for this series, but hopefully 2 more episodes and this building will be done, and then we can start work on the road. I did actually also add a mod, which I want to see if it's worked. Don't know what it would be called. There, look. Let's see if we got... Okay. Okay. I just want to put this on the ground just to see... Come back here! Yes, right, can you drive it? That's the important thing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we're going to tour Jurassic Park. Imagine that, you know, you... Oh, no, no, river, river! Oh, we're okay. Wait, how do you claim it again? Oh, right, okay. Okay. It's not a problem. I know it's sitting in the river, right, and that seems like a problem. But what we can do is we can put a staircase there and drive it out of the river. Because we are going to use that. That's what we're going to tour the park in. Forget the automatic thing. I think that's a better. I think that's really cool. That's an idea. And we can have like a little garage. Because look, if we look, sheep, we've even got these ones, like the off-road ones. These are the on-road only ones. These ones follow the tracks, but the other ones are off-road. So we could even have like a little garage somewhere. Probably like there. Actually, we could build a garage there and it would drive off and... This is so cool. I'm really enjoying this series. Mainly because I think it's working really well. Thank you for joining me. Cheers. Much love. My webcam doesn't appear to be on. I apologise if I haven't webcam recorded this. I did think I did, but I've just looked and my webcam light is definitely off. Oh well. Cheers. Much love. As always. Bye-bye.